So hello guys. Um, Another video, I guess, once again. I think I will talk about another person with quite some international presence. Um, that has helped me. I don't know if I could say more than anybody else. Yeah, from a certain perspective, yes. So my experience with Evangelos. Quite an interesting guy. Just from how high he has scored in intelligence. He has like a platform with some groups with higher IQ people where I cannot participate. I have tried one time officially and I had scored 108. And I could say that with some practice on the internet, like practice tests, at some point I had scored unofficially, of course, like with online tests, something like 120, something like that. But in Finland's tests, I think, which Finland, I think, anyway, is scoring higher to some tests, so I don't know if they structure their tests a little differently. So what to share about this? I would say that it's very helpful to be talking with people smarter than me, because I think that I am just a little smarter than the average people around me. Probably not internationally, but around me, probably. This leads sometimes to be treated like the most wrong person, but it's just because the rest of the group is not able to understand. Talking to him really has helped my confidence. Once again, I think I will say this because if I keep doing some videos, I think I'm gonna say some things about poverty, relative poverty. So it's like everybody has some discounts. I mean, if you've got something to say and you honestly present your a little bit problematic financial situation. And of course, some years ago we didn't have so much inflation, I guess. Um, yeah, so it has helped me a lot. Um, to the point that I'm thinking that probably the intelligence part is what helped me the most rather than the psychotherapy part. To the point that I'm thinking, you know, it's probably more helpful to be talking to more intelligent people rather than more specialized in psychotherapy. Yeah, so I think his main approach, is that we are at the center ourselves, and there are some choices. And what can we do? I think that's how our conversation began and how it has continued also. To which I think that my view, my opinion is that when there are some kind of big financial problems and also some trauma for a young person, or for a young woman probably more specifically, the reason of starting psychotherapy or paying someone to talk for problems is exactly that. It seems that there are no choices, and sometimes objectively there are not good enough choices. And on one hand, it would seem a bit unprofessional to have a client and tell them, right, yeah, you're so right, you have no choices. Your life is miserable and it's gonna probably stay like that for quite some time. I mean, probably you have to give some hope. Yeah, but on the other hand, so many times this is true. Yeah, so apart from this, I think something that stayed with me at the start, and probably I'm not thinking about it too often, but at the first times that I was talking with him, it stayed with me that he said, he has a lot of poetic or not so poetic verbal, I don't know, phrases that rhyme, I don't know, not rhyme, but like little wisdom phrases. That of course almost nothing can be applied everywhere, all the times, but yeah, so anyway, one of his little sayings that stayed with me was that for people, for us, for everybody, there are things that are easy, that are enjoyable, or probably the most correct translation is not enjoyable, but like happy. like easy, that causes happiness stuff and important stuff. And on the contrary, there are difficult stuff, unpleasant stuff, like saddening you, and unimportant stuff. And okay, probably these things are different for everybody, but on a very basic level, I think they are kind of the same for everybody. Yeah, and sometimes it's like from the first category is like the easy and pleasant, making us happy stuff. Sometimes I don't know if they are also important. Generally they are important, but sometimes they are more like entertainment, and it's not that entertainment is not important. Probably it is from the most important stuff. But you know, sometimes in order to be happy and have easy things in your life, to have happy and easy things in your life, you have to deal first with difficult and unpleasant, saddening you stuff. Yeah, and yeah, at those first sessions with him, I think he had asked sometimes or mentioned that probably I could do like a design about how I perceive the self and how we pursue happiness. Yeah, so I think I did this, like easy, happy and important stuff, difficult, saddening and unimportant stuff, and like ourself is like going up and down in mood, like yeah, when we have a lot of the positive stuff, we are up, and a lot of the other stuff down, I guess. Yeah, I have my design somewhere, but I don't know. I could find it. Yeah, so that's how I started with him. But at some point, you know, I don't know. Probably after, I don't know, 7 hours of talking to him, we've been through a lot more. I thought because I also didn't know how much I would be talking to him. I could have never imagined that I would have talked so many hours with him. But in the start, I was thinking, okay, probably 10 to 15 hours. Yeah, so probably at around 7th, 8th hour, I was like, okay, I understand this theory, but I need to talk a little bit more specifically for my problems. And he is a very good listener. I think the best listener from the psychotherapists I have tried, because I have tried to contact quite some. I haven't done real psychotherapy with all of them, just very, very few hours, probably 1, 2 with some. Yeah, so he's a very good listener, and he understands. So it has been a huge luxury for me um, to be talking to him. But yeah, so it is a huge luxury, just the fact that I see someone that does understand, does get it, even if he doesn't talk at all. Yeah, but other than this, of course, every time some comments are more or less, and what can you do about it? To which the answer, of course, is if I was thinking that I could do something about it, I wouldn't be talking to you. Yeah, so, or the things that everybody could do for probably some kind of quite complex problems. Like the solutions probably are so long term and kind of complicated, or it needs a lot of confidence or a lot of money. So I don't know, it's like on one hand you can't do it alone, you need to have talked to somebody first, like a psychotherapist. I don't know if I should say like it's cheaper and easier to talk to a psychotherapist than to go take some action. I think I will stick with the first thing I said, that it's like for some matters it's like before taking some action you need to find at least one person that does get it, does understand your opinion, like somehow being valid or not having too many disagreements with it. And psychotherapy and opinions of psychotherapists are sometimes so complicated or contradicting one another. They even disagree in between themselves, the different models, the different, I don't know, schools or directions. Yeah, so yeah, it has been extremely helpful for me. Yeah, it's like I don't know if there are kind of words to thank him enough. Yeah, so I don't know. Is it going to be such a short video, this one? We're going shorter and shorter, I guess. Yeah, yeah, probably I will stop it sometime here. Probably I will come back with some matters. Yeah, so bye for now. Take care. See you again.